Hello, it's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock. It's time for ZoomDown. And on the show, we have our champion, Martin Thomas. And he's playing a man we had on last series from Liverpool. It's Chris Kirby.
Oh.
And then playing the winner is a man that takes me right back to the start of my countdown career. It's Series 81's Paul Nixon.
Oh.
And we have Stephen giving you the good and the bad tonight, and Graham gets the dirty job, I'm afraid.
Hello.
So, welcome to ZoomDown. Hope everyone's well. Highlight of my day. I had a terrible day today, Graham. Just certain days you're just not in the mood. I was in a tetchy old mood all day, so I'm kind of glad the sort of the bulk of the day is over and we get to do a bit of ZoomDown. It's one of those days, when you try a task and it just doesn't work. And you try a different approach, and that doesn't work either. It's one of those where you're just like...
Oh, I don't know them very well. It's what you've described as software development.
This was peeling plaster on a hole, but it's the same thing, really. I tried many different solutions to get it. Brought a plaster around, and he looked at it and went, no. And I was like, what about doing this? So...
This isn't plasterboard. This is plaster actually stuck to the wall.
It's just one bit of plaster. I was just whiting it out, and every time I put the roller on it, it would just peel the old paint off. So the plaster was so thin. But anyway, let's not talk plastering. It's time for ZoomDown. So let's just explaining. That was my day. So it's improved already. So Martin Thomas, how are you doing? Welcome back. Do you enjoy the other night?
Welcome. Sorry, thank you. Yes, I'm feeling all right for that. Yes.
You played well. You played well against Adam, didn't you?
Well, yes, thanks. I'm quite pleased how I did then.
Good. So we were chatting in the build-up there. You've played Chris before.
Just the once, the focal event in Manchester.
And Manchester. So that was 9 round. How did you get on then?
I think Chris won that, as far as I remember.
Chris won that one. Okay, right. Oh no, was it crucial?
I think so, yeah. I can't remember. It's a couple of years ago now, isn't it?
Come Manchester. Well, anyway, Chris, welcome back to Zoom. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. Pretty good. Yeah, it's a little bit last minute. It's not what I expected at the start of the day, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's tricky. See, this Tuesday Thursday thing. Normally, like last time, we would have sort of a few days between, but when it's Tuesday and Thursday, it's sort of, if you don't get it sorted on the Wednesday, then it carries over onto the Thursday. So yeah. Very very grateful that you all said yes today. So that's
of course. No,
you said I caught you on a good day.
Yeah, you certainly did. Yeah, it's been busy at the moment, but yeah, couldn't have come at a better time actually. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Serendipitous. Cool. Excellent. Well, I hope you're all playing well tonight, and we'll come to our third player tonight, Paul Nixon. Welcome back to ZoomDown. How are you doing?
Hi, yeah, very good, thanks. Good to be back. Thanks for inviting me. Again, a bit of a last minute. Got a message from you this morning, and
you're only in the door. They're working you hard as well. You haven't had your dinner even yet, have you?
I've had a quick bite to eat on the way back.
All right, okay. So you're not starving then. That's good.
Not quite. Well enough fed to.
Cool. Right. Well,
I've got an hour to watch the first game first.
Cool, exactly. And we'll chat to you in the middle of this game. So everyone, hope you all play well tonight. Stephen, any crack with the chat tonight?
Well, we've got Martin's first opponent, Adam Dexter's in the chat. Hope you enjoyed on Tuesday. Looking forward to tonight. And speaking of that game, that neatly segues into our stat of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a double century in that game. That was the 43rd double century in ZoomDown.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to see how many times a player scored at least 100 in a game over the 4 series.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Ballpark figure?
Percentage?
Yeah, percentage.
10%? What is that? Is that how many?
How many have both?
Century or what?
If I pick a random player from a random game,
have they scored a century on ZoomDown? 65, 70%, something like that.
Well, the probability that they have scored a century, or the probability that performance was a century?
That performance was a century.
Well, they're quite rare now. I would say closer to like 10%.
Yeah,
I think the series has been down a bit, but the scores were pretty high before.
Yeah. It's 38%.
38. I'd say it's dropped considerably this series, has it? Webbrack's a little bit of a tougher challenge, I suppose.
Yes.
Maybe a bit.
Because we stopped just shoving all the players from pot 1 into the games. So it's happened 173 times over all 4 series. Now, coincidentally, the number of scores between 80 and 100 inclusive, also 173.
Wow, okay. There's not many below that either, is there? There's not many low scores.
Well, scoring above 80 is 3/4 of all games.
3/4, right? Okay, wow. Yeah, even players who lost.
Yep.
That includes. Wow, that's mad.
Just all scores from all players.
Okay, cool. Very interesting. Paul, you probably had enough stats for the day, have you?
That's what I do all day, every day. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, he's like, okay, more stats. Great, sure.
Can't get enough of it.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. Thanks for that, Stephen. So, ready to crack on then. So, Martin, very best of luck to you and to Chris. Martin, it is.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, Martin.
Your prerogative. Take it away.
I'll start with 3 constants, 3 vowels.
Sure. They are R, T, and T, I, A, and O.
Consonant.
N.
Vowel.
E.
Final consonant.
And the final N. 30 seconds. Martin.
7.
7. Chris?
8.
Your 7, please, Martin.
Notaire. Notaire.
Okay, yeah. And Chris?
Anointer.
And anointer. Stephen?
Yep. Both are fine. Anointer is one of the 5/8s available. The others are Intonate, Intranet, Reanoint, and Tentoria.
I'm never sure about Reanoint and Anointer. It's one of those, you say it and you go, yeah, which is it? But it's both.
Yeah, it's one of those lucky case ones where you can do either.
It's both, yeah. Okay, very good. So, round 2. Chris, your letters, please.
Can CV7, please?
CV7, yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. V, E, H, A, T, I, and a G.
Consonant.
D.
And a consonant, please.
And the final T, 30 seconds. Chris.
Just 6.
Martin.
Just 6 as well. Yeah.
Yours, please, Chris.
Dative.
Dative, yes. And
Vatted.
Hatted.
That's right. Vatted.
Vatted with a
V.
V.
Oh, vatted, right. Okay.
Yeah, it turns out those that hatted and vatted are both fine. So
I had a dodgy 7, and I can't remember what it was again now.
Don't worry, the max was
There
6.
weren't any. They were all dodgy.
There were no 7s.
Was it Tithead?
It was Tithead. That's what it is. Because we all used to call each other that at school. It was like a real 80s insult. Tithead.
Oh, I think when I was on the show, I saw that in one of my games, but I ended up not going for it.
I wonder, is it just usage? It would have been more common years ago. You would have heard it. Maybe you would have heard it in popular culture maybe more years ago. Tithead, and tighted was the other risky one, I suppose. But you can't be tighted wearing tights.
Yeah, it's not even coming up as 2 words.
Adam Dexter will be very disappointed in that one. Okay, so
well, the full list of 6s was dative, giveth, hatted, tithed, vatted, and vitae.
Giveth. I like giveth. Like I giveth a damn. Okay, so 14-6, and it's round 3 then. That's Martin. Your numbers, please.
One large, please.
What was that, one large?
One large, yes, please.
Yeah, okay. Your 5 smalls are 8, 7, 3, 2, and 5. And your large is 100. And your target is 950. 30 seconds. Martin, 950.
950, yes.
Okay, and Chris?
Yeah, 950.
Your way, please, Martin.
3 times 8.
Yeah.
Minus 5.
19.
Times 100.
1900.
Multiplied by 2.
And /2. There we go. Chris?
I just did 100 minus 5 and then 8 plus 2 is 10 times them together.
Didn't consider that route. Yeah, it was always trying to find a 19 over 2 for me. So, Stephen?
Yeah. Most of the ways are pretty straightforward. You can't do it without the 100. Bradley in chat has done a cheeky 7600 over 8.
Oh, how's he know?
Because why not?
Oh, 7 times 5 plus 3. Okay, for
Yeah.
the 38. Very good. Very nice, Bradley. Show off there. Very good. Okay, so 10 points apiece there. It's 16 to 24, and it's round 4, which is Chris. Your letters, please.
CV7, please.
CV7. And they are COLEGON.
A consonant.
Is an S.
A consonant, please.
And the final G. Okay, so Chris.
8.
Okay, Martin.
7.
Which is?
Console.
Console, yes. And Chris?
Colognes.
Colognes. Very nice. Colognes. You get a round of applause for that one. Very good. Assuming it's in, Stephen. Colognes.
Yeah, it's in.
It's not just a mass noun. It's not just cologne. You can have colognes.
Yeah, you can have brands of cologne.
Why does it? Why? What's the etymology of that? Why is it called? Is it from? Is it from Cologne or?
Yeah, it's named after Cologne in Germany.
Okay. Because they all just have natural, pleasant smells about them, musky smells. Right.
Yeah, it's listed as a mass noun, but there's also a count noun example sentence. So that's why it's fine.
His cool
Also,
lemony cologne.
So yeah, that was the only 8 available.
The only 8. I was wondering why you were picking a final consonant there, Chris. Now it makes sense. You see, you had that 8 in the bag, didn't you? Okay, so round 5 then. And that's Martin. Your letters, please.
3 consonants, 3 vowels.
Okay. S, R, and L. A, and E.
Consonant.
R.
A vowel.
O.
Final vowel, please.
And a final A. 30 seconds. Okay, so Martin.
7, I think.
7, Chris?
Yeah, 7, I think, as well.
Yours, please, Martin.
Areolas.
Areolas. Chris?
I'm going to go for areola with the R at the end.
Sure they're both fine, Stephen?
Well,
No?
I will bring up the definition of areola.
Ooh.
Areola is an adjective relating to areola, but the plural is just areolae.
I saw them both. I thought they were both valid. That's very unlucky. But areolar.
Yeah, areola is the valid one.
Unlucky, Martin. Very unlucky.
And it is the only 7.
Okay. So that would catch quite a few people out there. They'd be sticking that S on. So areolae is only the plural. Okay, so 16 to 39 then, and it's round 6, which is Chris. Your first go with the numbers, please.
Just one large, please.
Okay, your 5 smalls are 10, 5, and 5, 3 and 10, and your large is a 75. Your target, 840. 30 seconds. So, 840, Chris?
Yeah, 840.
And Martin?
80.
Yeah, 840, yeah.
That's 840.
Cool. All right, so Chris, please.
So 75 plus 10
Yeah.
times 10,
Times 10, 850.
and then minus the 2 5s.
And then you have 2 5s to take off, yeah. And Martin?
75 plus 10
Mm-hmm.
minus 5 divided by 5.
For 84.
And
And times 10, yeah. Your internet seems a little funny tonight. It's hard just catching your first consonant.
I think it's your microphone, Martin. It's just sort of thing.
There is an option. There is an option to sort of tweak that, but you have to have it enabled in settings, which is basically turn off original sound.
don't we just try doing that?
You can. So if you go into audio settings, let me see. Now where is it? Is it general or is it audio? Yeah, so under audio, do you see under music and professional audio, there's a show in meeting option to turn on original sound from microphone. Do you see that?
Yeah, so I turn it on. Click.
So yeah, so basically make sure that box is ticked, the show in meeting option. Now once that's ticked, you can close that, and then on the main Zoom window, you can turn on original sound.
How do I do that?
So once you have that ticked, at the top left of your Zoom screen, then there should be an option to turn on original sound. Does it show you that? You seeing that?
I can't see that.
Very top left of your screen, no? You're basically turning off the sort of the algorithm the Zoom uses. So once you're in settings, under audio, make sure that show in meeting option to turn on original sound from microphone. Make sure that's ticked, and you should see it then on your main Zoom screen.
Okay, it's not saying original sound is on. Is that any better?
Yeah, so it should tell you to turn. It should now the message should read turn off original sound. That's the way you want to have it. Yeah, perfect. Leave it like that. Yeah, cool. All right. Okay. So what are we? 26 to 49. Was nothing interesting in that way, Stephen? Was there?
There was, but no one spotted it.
Okay, go on.
You can do it without the 75. So 10 tens are 100.
Yeah.
Add 5.
Yeah.
And then 5 plus 3 is 8.
Ah, very good. Very good. I was trying that. I was trying different ways, but I didn't think to go that way. That's making a one large out of it. So, any crack with the chat? None of them got it. None of them did.
No, I don't think anyone bothered looking for it.
Such an easy one. So we've no Adam, and no Adam. He's still on holidays. No Adam Latchford for his
Yeah, he's still on holiday.
For his what do you call it? Sweepstake. Is that what they were calling it? Sweepstake. So I don't know if you were watching that, Paul. Have you been watching any ZoomDown of late, Paul?
Not much recently. I've still been watching Countdown.
Have you been watching Bake Off? Are you a Bake Off man?
No, that's not my
no,
not my thing really. I mean, even Countdown itself isn't quite what it used to be. But
no. Well, go on, explain. Go on. I'd love you to expand on that, then, please.
No, it's
rather you than me, Paul.
Yeah, I think a lot has been said about Anne over the last 6 months, hasn't it? But,
it has.
I think I'm glad I was on before she came.
So am I. Because I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as much. I suppose with that, it's just the nerves. I suppose you'd be just wondering what's she gonna bloody ask you. That's the, she's gonna pick the one thing you didn't want to talk about. That's probably the one thing she would want to talk about.
Yeah.
So you got fired from a job when you were 23. Like, shut up.
Indeed.
So yeah, so you haven't been sort of paying attention really to it, even though
I watched Ahmed's run recently, which was very impressive. And,
he was good. He was so laid back in the chair, wasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's a different level. He's up there with the best of them, I think.
He is. Yeah. If it goes to form, I don't know any spoilers. So do you avail of spoilers, or do you like to be unspoiled?
No. I'd like to watch the finals and see what happens.
Yeah. No, I'm the same. I don't like to know what I'm getting for Christmas, kind of thing either. Don't like. Some people just seem. I want to know now. So. Yeah, but it has been a good series. Do you not think that they've really sort of increased the number of close matches? Everyone seems to be getting a fair opponent these days, and I'm just wondering, has ZoomDown had a small effect in that? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's I mean, it's a long time since I was first on the days of Richard and Carol. It's changed a bit. One thing, it was interesting. So I'd not come across Martin or Chris, but when you sent the names through today of who was playing, I looked them both up, and Martin was on the show, it seems, the same month as me back in 1997 was when I was first on. We were on about a week apart.
Oh, your paths didn't quite cross. I was thinking that you were around then. Yeah, 97. Wow.
Literally, I think looking at the list of the shows back then, he was probably filming the day after I did. So yeah, we nearly met 24 odd years ago when we were first on.
That's mad. How did you get on the first time?
So I won 2 and then had a bad third game. And back in the day when it was 9 rounds, if you make a few mistakes, it's much harder to.
And what was it? A numbers? Was it a risky word?
Well, I had a disallowed word which still annoys me to this day, coffer, which was in the dictionary that I got as a like in the goodie bag afterwards, because they gave you a dictionary that wasn't the one that was actually used on the show. So
they gave you the OED, which is not the.
They gave you the 2-volume one,
which is not the living dictionary that they use, is it? Yeah.
And it's allowed now. I mean, there's many more words allowed now, I suppose, than back then. And I mucked a numbers game up, and then kind of got back to 2 points behind by the end, but not quite enough time to make it back. And I spent 20 years cursing what had happened there before. I remember
you in the green room. You were worried about what your actuary mates would be slagging you if you got any numbers wrong. You were like, the pressure. I suppose it's like being a teacher. Maths teachers are the same, aren't they? They're they're expected to get all the numbers right.
Right, Nick was making comments like that about being an actuary, you should be good at the numbers. And
yeah,
I feel I was better first time round at the numbers. I think after 20 years, your numbers brain starts going a bit. I'm sure I was better when I was 18.
Well, I think unless you're doing something like this regularly, where you're actively using your brain, you just don't get the arithmetic practice, do you? Even you're using models and stuff like that.
I'm too guilty of using calculators and computers.
Yeah, it's all programs, isn't it, really? You don't have to work out the sums. You have to know the theory behind it, but you don't have to actually work it out, do you? So,
yeah. And I also found the kind of studio pressure of doing the numbers game somehow harder than the letters. It's easy to write down a 6-letter word, 7-letter word, keep trying to find a higher one, whereas the numbers you've got get it.
It's those times as well that you're thinking, oh God, I better not get this wrong, or I better not, it's that pressure. You don't get that with letters. You do feel that much more with numbers. But it was our series was good fun, but wasn't it? I mean, it was the finals were great crack.
Yeah, it was a really, really enjoyable weekend and a good, a fair outcome in the end. I think it all went entirely to seeding at the end of the day. And
did it? Were you number 3 seed then?
I was 3 and
You
just
were
lost
3.
to Mr. Wing, which is something we also share in common.
Well, I got my own back on him on ZoomDown, so I did. So that was well, even though it didn't count, it didn't count. It would have counted if I'd beaten Zubair. It would have counted. We were gonna actually count it if I'd beaten Zubair, but because the fact that I lost, it just turned into a special. But it's no, it was just great memories from that time, and it's mad that we're now 4 series of ZoomDown.
Yeah, you've done well to keep it going all this time. I'm quite
impressed.
It was a long time since I was first on, back in the early days of ZoomDown. It's all more impressive now with all this.
It's all slick now, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very impressive.
Yeah, some of the early days stuff was we still have the odd technical. I mean, we had technicals a couple of weeks ago. I think there we had major sort of technicals and people disappearing in the middle of the game. You're like, are they going to come back? Are we going to get to finish this tonight? You don't know. That's the drama, I suppose, of the live.
But you've still got your whiteboard behind you, I see, even if you're not using it.
Great, best 50 quid I ever spent, Paul. It was 50 sterling as well. I remember buying it was 50 sterling.
Okay.
It was good. Which seemed quite a lot of money. I was like, 50 sterling, that's quite a lot of money for just a little board or something. But
you've got a lot of use out of it.
I have got a lot of use out of it, yeah, definitely so. Right, anyway, really good to talk to you. How are your parents keeping, by the way?
Yeah, very good. My dad's still watching Countdown all the time as well, and probably thinks.
You never get him onto ZoomDown then? You never took the ZoomDown plunge, no?
Yeah, maybe the technology's a bit much.
YouTube, yeah. Well, you need get him a smart TV, Paul. That's all. Just press the big YouTube button. There you go.
I think they're watching tonight. Actually, I've sent the link. So.
How are they? Cool. Well, how are you doing? Nice to meet you again. Nice to see you again. Right. Well, we'll crack on then. So, if my camera doesn't mess up. So, 26 to 49 is round 7. That's Martin. Your letters, please.
3 consonants, 3 vowels, please.
Sure. N, P, L, O, U, and E.
Consonant.
T.
A vowel.
A.
And a consonant.
And the final N. 30 seconds. Okay, Martin.
7.
7, Chris.
7.
Yours, please, Martin.
Opulent.
Opulent, yeah. Okay, Chris.
Apolloon.
Apolloon was mine. Yeah, Apolloon.
Yeah.
Looks more, Stephen. Very nice letters. It looks like there's probably something more in there, but.
Yeah. Let's see if chat has found it. Yet Philip has spotted one of the 8s in non-uplet.
Oh.
No chance.
No, exactly, no.
Yeah.
Hadn't got around to the NON
It's
words.
not easy to spot that.
Non-uplet, okay.
Yeah, the other 8 is...
Is it even feasible in humans? Has it ever been done in humans?
Yeah, once. I know there's one occasion that got a bunch of news coverage.
God, I thought 8 was the max. The max.
I don't know if they also...
I get away from
Your
countdown
birth isn't
terminology.
countdown.
I know.
You've got
No.
If you guess a 9.
8 babies and they all make the finals.
What else were there? Sorry.
Anyway, the other 8 was pentanol.
Oh, as in sodium pentanol, truth serum.
Well, it is an alcohol in the chemical sense. So there's the formula. There's some
I read about the sodium bits. Isn't sodium pentanol? Isn't that truth serum?
Pentothal.
Isn't that pentothal?
Pentothal. Oh, okay. You guys obviously use these poisons more than I do. Okay, so 33.56, round 8. Chris, your letters, please.
SCB7, please.
Okay. S-E-B, I-R, O, and N.
A consonant.
G.
And a consonant, please.
And the final R. Chris.
8.
Martin.
8.
Yours, please, Chris.
Sobering.
Yeah, and Martin.
Sobering as well.
Sobering. That wouldn't be in the Irish dictionary, but maybe it's in the English one. Stephen?
Yeah, sobering. Well, surprisingly, sobering is fine.
Sobering is fine. Anything longer?
Well, let's see if chat has anything to say about that. Yeah, a couple of people have gone with resorbing. So to resorb is to absorb something again.
To resorb. It just sounds silly, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, or in the that's what the word means sense, it's to remove by gradual breakdown of component materials and dispersal in the circulation.
Resorbed. Okay. All right, okay, very good. So, 41.64, it's round 9. That's Martin, your numbers, please.
3 consonants, 2 vowels, please.
Numbers, please.
Oh, numbers, is it? Sorry. 1 large.
1 large, okay. 5 smalls are 2, 9, and 2. 3 and 5. And your large is 75. And your target, 2, 9, 2. So 292 then, Martin.
Yes, 292.
And Chris?
292.
Okay, your way, please, Martin.
2 plus 2, 4.
Yeah.
75.
300.
Minus 3, minus 5.
Minus 5 minus 3, yeah. And Chris?
75 minus 2.
Yeah.
And then 9 minus 3 minus 2 is 4. Times them together.
There we go. 292. Any interesting ways there, Stephen?
No, everything in chat is some variation of either of those.
No LNAFP available.
No.
Of course. Okay. Go, 10 points each. Scores are 51 to 74. We're into double figures now. That's round 10 is Chris. Your letters, please.
CB7, please.
Okay, they are F-A-N-E-K-I-D.
Consonant.
S.
And a vowel, please.
And the final A. Chris.
Just 6.
6, Martin.
I'll try a 7.
Okay, your 6, please, Chris.
Knifed.
Knifed, yes, very nice. And you're 7, Martin.
Candies.
With the F, Fandies.
Candies with a K.
Oh, candies with the K. Candies with K, Stephen.
Okay, let's look it up. Well, Premium asks, do you mean candies with the C?
It's not a good start, is it really? It's not,
Lexico doesn't have it either, so it looks like it's not in.
Okay, unlucky, Martin, unlucky. Was there anything longer than a 6?
There was an 8 there. It was Faisande.
Of course it was.
So Faisande is a literary term. It means affected or artificial, as in the overripe Faisande aspect of certain productions lacking in instinct and in juice.
From the French, they're literally hung until high.
Yeah, let's see if we can get any.
Hung until high. What's that mean?
Yeah.
High in what sense?
Hung in what sense?
Huh?
What?
Hung in what sense?
Hung until high.
Well, it's on game. I don't know what you do to your.
Yeah, I'm extremely hung until I'm high. Yeah, I don't think they mean that. I mean, yeah. Faisande. Did you know that one, Stephen? Then, yeah, come across that word before?
Assuming you're asking absolutely no follow-up questions, yes.
Okay. Well done, anyone who got it. So, round 11, then now we are, and that is Martin. Your letters, please.
3 consonants, 3 vowels.
3 and 3. D, R, X, E, A, and E.
Consonant.
L.
A vowel.
E.
And a consonant.
And a final H. Martin.
7.
7. Chris.
7.
Yours, please, Martin.
Relaxed.
Relaxed. Chris.
Yeah, I've got the same, as you can see.
Frankie says relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about re-heeled, and then I thought, well, no, you can re-heel a shoe, but I'm sure the other one's not in then.
Well, it doesn't come up in Premium. That anything's bigger than 7. There were 2 other 7s. One you will have heard of, one you probably won't. There's exhaled, and there's exidry.
Exidry. No, I definitely haven't heard of that one.
So, an exidra is a room, portico, or arcade with a bench or seats where people may converse, especially in ancient Roman and Greek buildings.
Dugout. Sounds like a dugout, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, from Latin from Greek, so X out of hydra, seat.
Okay, very good. 58 to 87. It's round 12 now. That is Chris. Final letters for you.
CV7, please.
Okay, they are C, E, S, E, W, I, and L.
Consonant.
Q.
And a consonant, please.
And the final S. 30 seconds. Chris.
7.
Martin.
I'll try 7 then.
Yours, please, Chris.
I'm not sure either. Iceless.
Martin.
Iceless.
I wouldn't have been risking it unless one of ye had. Yeah, iceless. Stephen.
Yeah, that's one of the words that you basically only go for if your opponent does.
And
It means free from ice.
it's in. Well done, lads. Good played.
This is one of the cases where word plus less equals word.
There you go. You can thank Chris for that risk, Martin. There, because I'm sure he wouldn't have played it. Would you have played it if he hadn't gone for it?
Well, I might have.
You might have because you're behind. Yeah, I suppose.
That's what I thought, to be honest. Yeah. So.
Well, if pianoless gets to be a word, then
Yeah. So, was that the only 7?
There was one other 7, Lewis's.
Oh, Philip's ears have pricked up, I would say, there now.
So a Lewis is a steel device for gripping heavy blocks of stone or concrete for lifting.
From Old French.
Yeah, from Old French for wolf. So it's the name of a kind of siege engine.
Okay. Because that lupus is Latin for wolf, isn't it? Lupus.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're into the final letters game, round 13, and it is Martin.
So 3 consonants, 3 vowels, please.
Okay. S, P, and R, E, O, and U.
Consonant,
F,
a vowel,
O,
final consonant.
and a final N. Best of luck. Martin. 7, Chris.
7.
Yours, please, Martin.
Profuse.
Profuse, Chris.
I'll go for onerous then.
Onerous, profuse, and onerous.
Yep, nothing wrong with those.
Anything longer? Would have been maybe risking unproofs.
Sunproof.
Yeah, someone's risked some proof, but I'll spare you the details because it's not in. No, the max was 7.
Max was a 7. If that last one had been a D, can you have superfood?
Yeah, you can have superfood.
Superfood. I was hoping that was going to come out. Okay.
But yeah, the full list of 7s. Onerous, operons, profuse, snooper, sonover, spoofer, spooner, sunroof, unroofs, and unropes.
Son of
Sonover.
Son of our.
No, as in sonover.
Ending with ER.
Yeah, ending ER. SONOFER.
Oh.
It's a variant spelling of SONOFA.
I know that one. I know the other one, but that's worse. That one is worse.
Oh, there's a second alternate spelling, SONUVA.
That's the one I'm more familiar with. That's why when you said 7, I was like, son of it, okay. Son of er. Okay, so 72 to 101. Chris, you are across the line and you're over the 100, so well done. Round 14 is your final numbers.
Just one large, please.
Okay. 5 smalls are 7, 9, 7, 10, and 9. 25 is the big one, and your target 2, 5, 7. Okay, Chris.
Yeah, 257.
Martin.
257.
Hopefully, I don't need this tonight, so I shouldn't need this. Okay, so Chris.
I just did 25 times 10 plus 7.
I was hoping that you were going to go that way. Save my pen. Martin?
I'll go for 9 plus 9 plus 7 is 25 times 10 plus 7.
Even that I didn't need my pen for, because you spoke so eloquently. That was lovely. So 10 points apiece. Have we lost Paul? No, he's just turned his camera off. That's all right. Just good. Well, it got a little worried recently with Paul's. You know, they tended to have disappeared mid-game, Graham. So no, not me. I mean, including me, but not excluding me. So 82 to 111. Paul, you had me worried there for a second. Thought you'd done a legger.
I'm still here.
Good man.
Just looking at the number of solutions for that numbers game, the previous numbers games in this game have been like 20 odd, 30 odd solutions. This one's only got 11 solutions. So in terms of number of solutions and that only, this is the hardest numbers round we've had all game.
But or you could phrase that the difficulty is not based on the number of solutions available. Hey, so round 15 then. So Martin, you'll be looking to get this. Okay, so if you're both ready, fingers on your buzzers as we reveal today's ZoomDown conundrum. Martin.
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck, he says. Shipwreck. Well done, Martin. Potted the black. That must feel good.
Oh, yes, it feels a bit bad, I guess.
It helps, doesn't it? So, but Chris played very well.
Yes, very well played, Chris.
He did, but Martin, you haven't disgraced yourself either. You had a great win against Adam there now, and a close run game against Chris. So I hope you enjoyed that.
Yes, certainly, yes.
Good man, good man. And Paul, he's watched every episode of ZoomDown. Does that puts all of us? I'm not even sure I have. Puts all of us to shame. So Martin, yeah, definitely we'll hope to see you at a co-event in the not too distant future. Yeah. Yes. Have you got any? Have you got any in the pipeline?
Probably into Manchester. Yes.
I think Liverpool's going to happen now. You're pretty close to Liverpool as well, are you?
So I'm near Cardiff. So.
Oh, you're down the south. You're down south, right? Okay, right.
I could possibly make Liverpool as well. I'll think about that if I find out more about it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Right. Well, good. So Paul, you've got your new game link. So Stephen, how'd the chat?
Yeah, chat looking good. Let's see. Yeah, it's always nice when the person who doesn't win gets a conundrum. Just a bit of a moral victory.
Always, I think. I think when the game is done, you want the person who's behind to get it. But that's why I should never be a gambling man, because I'm a sucker for the underdog. You know, I'll always romantically pick the team or the player or whatever, whoever it's, you know, if there's money riding on it, I'll always go for the underdog. And the underdog tends not to win very often. That's why they are the underdog, you know. Yeah, so what odds did you get on San Marino winning? Yeah, not even sure that they're even a dog. It might even be a different animal altogether. But sure, Harry Kane's added to his goals, and that's all that matters. But sure, Gary Lineker had a load of easy ones as well, didn't he? So yeah, I don't think Kane usually gets played for the Minnows. He wasn't played in the other game against San Marino, all the 2 games against Andorra. His record's good, but I mean, was it 2 and 3? He's got 48 now in 67, 68 games or something. That's very, very good. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. Very, very, very good record. So you got to take these. You got to take the easy games when they come along. So how many did Rooney finish up on? 53. 53, right. So Kane could break that next couple of games then, really. Yeah. Right, Paul, you all good?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ready to go? Chris, you ready?
Good luck, Paul.
And you?
Best of luck to pair of these. Chris, you're our champion. Take it away. Your letters, please.
Can I have CV7, please?
You can. Gisewel.
A vowel.
A.
And a vowel, please.
And the final E. Chris.
Just 6.
Okay, Paul.
8.
You've got an 8, okay. You're a 6, please, Chris.
Sewage.
Sewage, yeah, Paul.
Y Gellers. Not quite sure how you pronounce it.
Don't look, you look at the wrong man. Stephen.
Yeah, apparently it's pronounced Wygella.
Like Nigel. Oh, is this, we had this the other day. Didn't we? Was this the word I said that's probably the only word rhymes with Nigella?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, it doesn't have rhymes with section, which is very disappointing.
I have to give Paul a round of applause for that. Well done, Paul. Very well done.
Yeah, it's an Asian flowering shrub of the honeysuckle family.
Why jealous? Where'd you come across that one, Paul? No idea. Just
Playing Countdown, I expect.
osmosis through.
Yeah, it's one of those words that just comes up while you're playing.
Last time Paul froze for a few seconds, he just came back a few seconds later with a glass of wine in his hand. I don't know if anyone noticed
I can.
that.
Paul. Oh yeah. Paul, I was going to say, did you mean me? 'Cause
No,
Paul,
sorry, no, other Paul.
Yeah, other Paul's
The
frozen.
one running the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Too
well,
many
actually,
calls,
display it. There's the word.
Yeah, that was the only 8, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the only 8. I don't, and I would be very impressed if anyone here had seen it outside of a game of Countdown.
I was getting nowhere near that. So there's no complaints.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. You hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, George says we need to stop getting polls on. It's getting confusing.
Yeah. It is.
Can never have too many Pauls.
We can. So yeah, Graham, because I was wondering which Paul you were talking about that had frozen with a glass of wine. That was me, obviously. Then.
Yeah, earlier
My
on,
first,
just for a couple of seconds, it was like that,
Oh.
and then all of a sudden,
Right. Okay.
My first ever game of Countdown was against someone else called Paul. And Richard Whiteley kept going on. You know, he's full of his puns back in the day, and he kept saying, "This is going to be an appalling game." Said that many times. That's the standard of Richard Whiteley's humour.
Good, but it was that. Yeah, it was. There was a certain kitsch value, I suppose, to the early shows, wasn't there? They were, they weren't.
We don't get the puns like we used to. It was,
No. It's a different world, Paul. It's a different. If you remember, you remember the variety from performers that they would have in Dictionary Corner. You would have proper thespians really giving a nice little sort of monologue for sort of 5 minutes, which is.
Well, to be fair, they can't strain too much, or they'll Paul something.
You say the puns are dead, Paul, eh? They're alive and kicking. Stephen is the reincarnated Richard Whiteley. There we go. Twice nightly Stephen Reed. There we go. What are we now? We're round 2 then, and it is Paul. Your letters, please.
let's go 3 vowels, 3 consonants.
Okay. U, A, and U. N, M, T.
And a vowel.
O.
And another vowel.
I.
And a consonant.
And the final Z. So, Paul.
7.
And Chris.
No, 6. So 6.
Which is?
Amount.
Amount. Paul.
Manitou.
Manitou. And you were going to say that. Manitou. Stephen.
Yeah. Manitou and its anagram Tinamu are the only 7s.
Tinamu.
These are words that come up all the time. I can never remember what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're worth 7 points. That's what they mean.
One is a bird and one is a Native American spirit. And
Yeah,
now you're going to tell us which one.
Tinamu is probably the spirit.
Manitou is the spirit,
Oh, all right.
and Tinamu is the bird.
Tinamu. Okay, right. I thought it was the other way around. Okay, what are we now? Round 3 then. I'm assuming that was all there was then, Stephen, yeah?
Yeah, those are the only 2 7s.
Okay. Round 3. Chris, your numbers, please.
Let's go for 1 large, please.
1 large. Your 5 smalls are 5, 2, 7, 2, and 3. And your large is a 25. And your target, 717, a very early Boeing. Okay, Chris, 717,
I can just see 716.
716, Paul.
Yeah, 717.
You got 717? All right, take it away.
2 plus 2
4.
and 7 times 25
7 times 25 is 175.
plus 3.
Plus 3, 178.
Multiply those for 712
712.
and add on the 5.
And you count the 5. Very well played. It was a good solution, that one. That was very good. Keeping the 5. Not the obvious thing to keep. You saw that pretty straight away then? Yeah, I just didn't see that the 5 was going to be the one.
It took a while, but just a bit of split multiplication. And
Yeah.
I think I got lucky that the 5 came out.
That's good. Good solve, Stephen.
Yeah, all 6 solutions are basically split multiplication. Some of them come up from 700, some of them go down from 750. You can do 2 by 3 by 5 for 30, and then you can manipulate the rest to get the 33.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to guess what year the Boeing 717 was produced?
50s?
1998.
You're joking.
It was a later model. It was developed for the 100-seat market. So it's a newer but smaller plane.
All right, the kind of the Ryanair market, really. That, yeah, the short hauls. Okay. I was just making it up, really. I didn't think it was a valid one. Just sounded like a Boeing. Right, so Chris, yet to get off the mark, but it is round 4. Paul, your letters, please.
3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
Okay, they are A, O, and I, N, D, W.
And a consonant,
D,
a vowel,
O,
and a consonant, please.
and the final R. Paul.
7.
7. Chris,
Try an 8.
you're 7, please, Paul.
Android.
Android. Chris, you're 8.
I'll try down road.
Down road.
Furious,
Down road.
furious typing happening in the background. No, there's download, down the road, and down rate,
Downward.
but no down road.
Worth a try.
You have downward. Downward, as in downward dog.
Yeah, downward's fine.
I was thinking, can you have rainwood and can you have drainwood?
You can't downward because the letters aren't there.
Well, downward is a value.
Oh, sorry, there's 2 W's. Right, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
But no, Android was the only 7 available.
Mm. Okay, well done. Yeah, it's 2 W's I needed, Graham. I thought it's just the 2 D's, yeah. Downward. Oh, well. Okay, so Paul, good start. Round 5. Chris, catch up time.
Yep. Need a 9, I think. Add CV7, please.
CV7.
Into 2 9s.
SENANEF.
Constant.
G.
And a consonant, please.
And the final R. 30 seconds. Chris.
I'll stick with 7.
Okay, Paul.
8, I think.
You're 7, Chris.
Enrages.
Enrages. Paul, you're 8.
Free guns.
Freegans.
Yeah, it's there.
Give you a round of applause again, Paul. We're in this button out already, so you are. So.
Yeah, freegan is a person who
Freegan.
rejects consumerism and seeks to help the environment by reducing waste, especially by retrieving and using discarded food and other goods.
I pronounce it friggin', Stephen.
Yeah, it's a play on vegan. So instead of just rejecting animal products, it's basically anything that adds more waste.
Are you a vegan, Paul?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay, but you knew that word, freegan. I knew that one.
Again, only in the countdown. So.
It's going to be a hard man to catch, Chris, isn't he? Okay.
3 9s now.
Mm-hmm. Round 6, Paul, your numbers.
1 large, please.
1 large, straight bat. 8, 10, 9, 2, and 3 are your smalls. Your large is a 100. Your target, 4, 6, 4. Uh, 464, Paul.
Yeah, 464.
Chris.
I think I've got 4 6 4, yeah.
Okay, your way, Paul, please.
8 times 2, 16.
16.
Plus 100.
116.
Then 3 plus 10 minus 9 is 4.
3 plus 10 is 13 minus 9 is 4. And multiply them.
Multiply.
464. Chris.
So 100 plus 10 plus 9 minus 3.
To get your 116, yeah.
Yeah, times 8 over 2.
Times A over 2. Yeah, that's the way I did it. So 4 times 116 was the way to go, Stephen?
Yeah, I went with 908 over 2 plus 10.
908 over
Yeah.
2. Ah, very good. Was there an LNAFP?
There was.
Go on.
So you could do 9 minus 3 is 6.
Yeah.
Times 10 is 60.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 2 is 58. Then multiply that by 8.
Multiply by 8. Very good. Very nice. Okay, 10 points apiece, Chris. You're off the mark. That's a relief. So, right, we'll take a little break. How are the chat, Stephen?
Yeah, chat looking good. Let's see. Yeah, Tracy claims to have done Paul's way. She didn't want to write it down for some reason.
Yeah, Tracy, see, we don't believe you unless it's written evidence, you see. Same in the countdowners group, people just go, yeah, 474 or whatever, 464. You're like, but yeah, how did you get it? That's the fun is how you got it, not did you get it. I always think. But anyway, so we're heading. What are we now? ZoomDown 22, Graham. Not many left.
Yeah, and so I think we said there were 6
Maybe
prelims
go up to
left.
28 then. Maybe go up to 28, I think, before. What does that take us up to then? Does this give us time to finish by the 23rd? We're planning on the final for the Thursday, the 23rd.
Yeah, so the semi-finals will be on Tuesday the 21st. The quarterfinals will be on Tuesday the 14th and Thursday the 16th. So the last prelim would be the Thursday the 9th of December.
And that is in 6 time. That's in 3 weeks' time, yeah.
So the finals on the same day as the as countdown, is
It
it?
usually is for some reason, Paul. It always seems to kind of work out that way. We didn't plan it, but it's but yeah, I suppose that's quite a good topic of conversation. People in the Countdowners group have been noticing that the matchups on Countdown have been a lot more close of late. They have been pitting players that you think are going to Octo. Suddenly they get handed a good player.
Even Ahmed had a very close game in his
He
run, didn't
did. Was it Richard Williams or something he played?
Yeah.
I played him in Manchester at the Manchester co-event. He's a really good player.
He's good. He's a good player, isn't he?
I don't know if he's on Aptris or if he's on as a pseudo. I don't know, but he seems sort of.
Did he knew his Apto words? Did he?
He had a few, I think, didn't he? I'd say.
You tend not to know those words unless you've been on Apto. You know
Yeah.
Your also pens and all that kind of stuff. Your Godishas and things like that. No, I was very impressed with him because that's when I said that to Ahmed afterwards. I was like, it's good. I don't know how he did in the finals. So you know, he could have won. He could have not won. But I was going to probably serve you well to get that hard game under your belt. It's good. It's good to get a bit of a scare. I think in your run. You know, I think players that maybe get it a little bit easy, and then suddenly they find themselves 2 rounds down or something like that, or even 3 rounds down by the break, and then they sort of panic. Where if you've been behind, then you know that you can come back.
That kind of happened in the last series when Luke Boynton didn't really have a particularly hard game until
That's what I was referring
pressure
to.
in the final.
I may have used him as an example in that chat, Paul. It was like, that those kind of players, the players who are the extreme overdogs, who never had a scare on their way. You know, you need that. You know.
Yeah.
You'll probably Jamie, for example, probably serve Jamie to have a good tight game with me, you know.
That's why he beat me, because
well, that's it. You see, he was like, oh, but I've already played a Paul ahead of time. Have to say, Paul, now I think you've improved an awful lot since. Now did you put in the effort?
Been playing a bit on Aptris since going on.
But did you do any formal study? Because you seem to sort of learn your word lists and stuff. You seem to your vocabulary seems to expand.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've improved. I think it's just trying to learn the words, and I'm still clinging to the vague possibility that maybe I'll get invited back to a Champion of Champions one day.
I think you're a semi-final. I think you're in with a damn good chance.
I suppose it depends if it even goes ahead.
Winner as well. You're potential winner. So if it was me deciding, I would have you in there. Yeah, definitely.
But I think anyone in the semi-finals, it's a bit hit and miss, isn't it? And it depends if it even happens, because I think it might have been expected to have happened by now or in January, and it's not going to yet. So who knows?
It is funny. I don't know. Anyone any ideas as to why? Graham, you're around this game a long time. Any idea?
But the Champion of Champions, historically, I mean, really historically, back into the 90s, used to happen every so many series. More recently, like around when I went on the show in 2011, it was much more sporadic. And certainly when I went on, the idea of a Champion of Champions then had been just thrown in the bin. The thinking was they finished doing Champion of Champions, they decided they didn't want to do them anymore. That's why when in 2013, or just the end of 2012, they announced a 30th birthday championship, which was going to be 41 contestants and take 8 weeks. We were all so surprised, but and well, pleased obviously. But then we got the. Do
you think it's personnel driven? Then do you think it depends on which batches have kind of been coming through in the last few series? Do you think it's kind of more like that? Is it
possibly? I don't know why they decided. Certainly, for a few years, they had no Champion of Champions around like 2009 to 2013. They said we got rid of them, but then they eventually said, you know what? Yeah, let's bring them back. I think maybe they for the one in 2013 they decided let's have a really big one and bring back lots of contestants from all across.
But then they've had one since. But then they've had Champion of Champions. What was the last Champion of Champions? What was the last Champion of Champions? Was Zarte?
Yes, the last one was in 2019 because that's what got me back into Countdown again.
Yeah, exactly.
Watching that, and I think there was one in 2016. So it kind of been every 3 years, and then
Yeah,
might
so
expect
it would be
one in-
six series worth of So
I suppose there have only been 5 series in that period because of the COVID year. There was one mega long series, wasn't there? In the end? So,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, James Houghton was champion for how long? Yeah, a year and a half or something, wasn't he? It was ridiculous. Yeah.
so maybe they're waiting for a 6th series. It'd be nice if it happens again.
Well, I think you'd be a dark horse for that, Paul. But you'd have to deal with Anne. Like if she's still there, you'd have.
I think that'd be quite fun actually.
You'd have to have some lines prepared, all that, some comebacks. Because she's going to slag you. You know that. She will slag you.
I think she will with all of the. If there's a Champion of Champions, I can imagine what she's like with all of these.
She would.
Actress people coming out with all these obscure words. What she'll think of that? So.
Yeah, exactly. She would. No, she'd be. Yeah, I think she'd probably love that. She'd be like, "Ooh, you think you're all clever, then, do you? Let's see who's the cleverest." And all. So there'd be a lot of that. But yeah, interesting times. I would like to see one again, but it's just the fact when there's no audience and all that now. So
yeah, it'd be very different now from when we were on. It was nice having an audience for the finals.
Great. Yeah, it's nice even being in the audience. I loved it. It was part. You felt even even though I didn't make the finals, but I felt part of it because of that, because you were sort of among the green room and all that. So, but yeah, we can only wait. We can only wait and see. Yeah. Right. Well, we'll crack on with this game then. So, what are we? Round 7. Chris, your letters.
I'll go CV7, please.
Okay, has Paul frozen again?
Yeah.
Okay, your letters are R, E, M, I, S, I, and R.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're back now, Paul.
I'm still here. Yes, I was reminiscing on REM.
Consonant.
Is an L.
I'll go for a vowel.
And a final E. 30 seconds. Chris.
I'll stick with 7.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah, 7 as well.
Yours, please, Chris.
Slimier.
Slimier, yes, Paul.
Smilier.
And Smiley, or Carol Smiley.
Yep, those are both absolutely fine. 7 was indeed the best you could do. The others are Merrills, Mealies, Milrays, Mirrels, Reliers, and Re-Smile.
Merrills and Mirrels. Go for those. What are they?
Merrills and Mirrels. So a Merrill. Oh, it's good when the headline word is a different spelling.
Yeah, it's not what you typed in.
So it's an alternate spelling of Morrill, which is a disease seen in livestock grazing on moorland.
Okay. And Mirrels?
The other one was Mirrel. So a Mirrel, which is another alternate spelling.
Is a muddle.
Of muddle. To move lightly and briskly, to twirl around, to shimmer, quiver, tremble.
It does say Shetland.
Yeah, Shetland.
So it's pronounced like muddle. Aye. I once knew a guy from the Shetland. He goes, for 50 pence, you can take the bus around the island as many times as you like. It's lovely. It was really nice. They've got such a lovely accent. They have. It's very.
I like Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, it's real. No, it's a real Scottish accent. But yeah, it sort of sounds a little because it does sound a little plastic. Sounds like what Americans think a Scottish accent is, but it is. It's very.
A submersible bus.
Yeah, you'd think so. Oh, he was great cracker, man. He used to throw stones at the police windows so they give him a lift home from the pub. You never get arrested. Like they just go, "You Johnny, up to your old tricks again. Well, what are you doing?" Yeah, I just need a lift home, thanks. Okay, so we're round 8 now. It's Paul, your letters, please.
3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
Okay. They are A, I, and O, N, P, and R.
Consonant,
K,
vowel,
I,
and vowel, please.
and the final U. 30 seconds. Paul.
6.
6, Chris.
6.
Yours, please, Paul.
Unpair.
Unpair, yes, Chris.
I've got the same somewhere.
Unpair. I'm sure that's not a very old entry, Stephen. Is it unpair?
I'll look it up. It's valid.
I wish they'd give you the dates. They don't give you the dates, and you'd think that would be one of the most important pieces of information you could get in the dictionary.
Right.
When did it first appear?
It doesn't tell me when, but the definition mentions Bluetooth, so I'm guessing it's pretty recent.
Probably 2000 plus then, you would think, yeah.
With these words that sound very modern, certainly like unfriend, is that you think they've gone into the dictionary, but they've gone effectively back in the dictionary recently, and then you find that Shakespeare used it and things like that.
Ironia for me, Stephen.
Yeah. The full list of 6s was Ironia, Kirpan, Karuna, Parkin, Parina, Rapini, and Unpair.
What were those second and third ones with the K?
Kirpan and Karuna.
Come on.
Okay, let's have a look at these. Let's bring that up there. So a Kirpan is short sword or knife with a curved blade.
Okay.
One of the 5 distinguishing signs of the Sikh Khalsa. So the other one was Karuna, which is the basic military unit of the Czech Republic.
Of the Czech Republic, all right. Never heard that one. It's like a crown, I suppose.
Yeah, literally means crown.
All right. Okie doke. Round 9 then is Chris. Numbers, please.
I know how good Paul's numbers are, so I'm going to go for 1 large.
1 large, okay. Your smalls are 1, 3, 7, 2, and 4. 25 again for the large, and your target 279. Chris, 279.
Yeah, 279.
And Paul?
Yeah.
Go for it, Chris.
25 plus 7 minus 1.
31.
4 plus 2 plus 3.
Is 9.
And then multiply.
279. I go. Paul?
7 plus 3 plus 1
Is 11.
times 25
275.
plus 4.
And add the 4. Yeah. Many ways to go for this. 25 times 4 minus the 7 for the 93 times 3.
Yeah, that's the prevailing method in chat.
Yeah.
Looking through the list of solutions, the cheekiest one I could find was one where the last step is times 3 over 2.
I like those. I love those ones, right?
Yeah, so you get to 186. So 25 plus 1 times 7 plus 4. Then times 3 divided by 2.
3 over 2. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. 10 points each. It's a masterclass on this show, Paul. You get to know the solutions you didn't even think of. That's good.
I'd never have gone that way.
No, you would, but that's good. It's good. It's good to know other ways, I think.
It can be useful in like 4 large if you need to get to 2/3 of the answer, then times 75 over 50.
I'm so rubbish at 4 large. But see, even on today's duel, I won't give it any things. But I got 5 wrong. But on those 5, I didn't get any points. ended up pretty much 7th from bottom. So and I checked everyone else. Everyone else had got something like managed 5 away or something, or 1 away or 2 away or something to get some points. Whereas if I don't get it for large, if I don't get it bang on, I get no points. So I'm a sucker for getting it bang on. I don't like these sort of 2 away and 1 away and stuff like that. But gets you points. So 33-73, round 10 is Paul. Your letters, please.
3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
Okay, E, O, and E. H, S, and D.
Consonant
M,
and another,
D,
and a consonant.
and the final M. Paul.
6.
Chris,
Yeah, 6.
yours, Paul.
Hemmed.
Hemmed, yes. Chris.
Yeah, I'll go for that. I've got 8 dodgy ones written down.
Yeah, hemmed seemed to be the most of the least controversial of anything.
You have D modes.
Well, there is a 7. It's not D modes.
D Holmes.
No, it's sillier than that.
Is it something dumb? Meshdom.
It's not dumb. Ray in chat has found it. Modemed. Modem is a verb.
I had modems written down, but would never have thought of adding.
Did you? Modems.
Yeah, so to modem is to send data by modem. Ivor and Bill were modemming new programs to New Orleans.
Yeah. Okay. Not a fan of that one, I'm afraid. Sorry. Okay, round 11 then. There we are. And that is Chris. Your letters, please.
CB7, please.
Okay. C-O-G-O-B-A-Y.
A consonant,
Another C.
and I'll go for a vowel.
And the final O.
Good luck.
Good luck indeed. Chris.
Try 5.
Try 5. Paul.
Yeah, 5 as well.
Yours, please, Chris.
Like Boca.
Okay, yeah. Paul.
Coco.
And
C-O-C-O-L.
Coco. Coco. Well, we know Coco is in.
Yeah, Coco's okay. Bocca, B-O-C-C-A.
Yeah.
I think you might be confusing it with boccia.
Okay.
B-O-C-C-I-A, which is the Paralympic sport that's kind of like bowls.
What about Baccy, Stephen, as in tobacco?
Yeah, Baccy is in.
B-A-C-C-Y.
Yep. The other 5 available is Buai, which is a New Zealand term for remote rural districts.
Up the Buai means completely wrong or astray.
Yeah.
Buai.
From place name in North Auckland.
North Auckland, all right, Buai. Okay, score is 39-84. It's round 12, and that's Paul. Final letters, please.
3 vowels, 3 consonants. Please.
Okay, they are E, E and A, C, T and L.
Consonant
V,
and another,
V,
and a consonant.
V. Sorry, S. Final S. Okay, Paul.
7.
7, Chris.
I'll try a set. I've got a risky 8, but I'll go with 7.
Okay, you're 7, Paul.
Cleves.
Cleves, yes. Chris.
Levates. Lev.
Levates.
I was wondering about cavelets, which we'll get in.
I was wondering about cavelets as well, but we'll go for levates and cleaves. Stephen.
Yeah. There's no levates.
Is levate itself? Is that an adjective?
No, levate isn't in.
It's not in. Okay.
It's elevate is in.
Yeah.
Which is probably what you're thinking of.
Sure, I've heard. No, levates. I'm sure I've heard of something similar, but yeah, obviously.
Yeah, no, it wasn't elevate. I thought I'd heard that as well. But...
Yeah. Well, Cleves is fine.
Cleves is fine.
So the full list of 7s is Celesta, Cleves, Selector, Velitas, and bonus points if you use both these, Velvets.
Ah, excellent. Velvets. I like Celesta as well, and Bow Selector, obviously, as well. That's good. So what does Selector mean on its own?
Selector. Okay. It is a person who plays recorded reggae and dance music.
Bow Selector.
So what does Bow Selector mean then? When they say Bow Selector, what does it mean?
I think you're asking the wrong person.
Graham.
It was a sketch show from about 20 years ago. That's all I know.
Yes.
Nice.
Hey.
Was it
Chris? Are you into your reggae at all? No.
Really, no.
Not enough. Not enough
Right.
to know.
It might be a Craig David song.
Craig David. Okay, so scores 39-91. It's round 13. Chris, final letters.
CV7, please.
CV7. T, E, and R. E, R, U, and T.
Consonant.
X.
And a vowel.
And the final. 30 seconds. Chris.
8.
8, Paul.
Just a 7.
Which is?
Torture.
Torture, yes. Chris.
Extorter.
Extorter. How are you spelling that?
EXTORTER.
Extorter. Stephen.
Extorter is the only 8.
Well done. Well done, Chris.
Okay.
Well done indeed. Extorter.
I'm going to declare torture because it describes this game for me. But
Well, you did well getting an 8 out of that, I have to say. Yeah. Well done. Reroute for me, yeah. Stephen?
Yeah, we had a few people go for extorter, mostly with a question mark after it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been confident about it at all now.
Oh, Adam wants me to confirm Velvets from before because he couldn't find it on Lexico.
Well, there's blue velvet and black velvet. Those are velvets.
It does say mass noun.
You can have
but it says closely woven fabric of silk, cotton, or nylon. As modifier, red velvet curtains.
Is it in apto?
There was a sort of
sorry.
There was a sort of exception with mass noun plurals for things like types of fabric. If there are different types of it, countdown contestants usually be sent a list of just guidelines which mention things like that. Okay, sometimes you can pluralize these.
It's very much a judgment call, but isn't it? It's Susie's call, really, or Damien's call, usually above. So, yeah.
There's velveted as an adjective. So it looks like it's a judgment call.
We had somebody in the Facebook group was wondering about the word tabaran, like tambourine, whatever. This was TABORINE, tabourine. and they were wondering was it valid because it wasn't in Apto, it wasn't in Lexico, it wasn't in ODO Premium, but it was in the OED, the historical dictionary. But that means it's still invalid for Countdown, even though it's a real word.
Usually means it was a real word about 300 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think nothing ever leaves the OED. Once it's in, it's in. That's it. So, but it is a historical dictionary. Okay, so 47 to 91. We're into round 14. Paul, final numbers.
One large. please.
One large. Okay, 5 smalls are 2, 3, 4, 2, and 4. Your large is 100, and your target 456. Best of luck. So, Paul, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6.
And Chris?
Yeah, 4, 5, 6.
Go for it, Paul.
4 times 3 plus 2
Is 14.
plus 100
114
times 4.
times 4. 4, 5, 6. Chris?
Like the same.
You went the same way, yeah. Most people went that way, Stephen, I think.
Yeah, looks like everyone's done 114 times 4.
Yeah. Good at sums, these people. Good at sums. Okay, so 10 points each in that. Now, Chris, as I said to Martin last game, you'll be looking to get this one now. So, fingers on the buzzers, guys, if you're ready. As we reveal today's second ZoomDown conundrum. Chris.
The anatomist.
Is it anatomist? It is anatomist. Well done. Well done. That was for Paul, the actuary, of course, wasn't it? Oi, stat man.
Well played, Paul.
I saw you on the street, Paul, and that's why. Oi, stat man.
Batman.
George thought we'd had something similar to that before. I think we've had an oi before. We've had something oi, such and such. It's a good way of doing it. So, Chris, well played. You were glad you got that one. Now he got a bit of a frightening start there on you, didn't he?
Yeah, I reckon them first 6 rounds did it a little bit, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was a handicap. You were you snookered from the start, really. That was
maybe. Yeah, I think that played a part anyway.
So, Paul, that's how you do it. Then get a good start. Let them catch up, eh?
Yeah, I guess that's the. I was saying that's like the last final where Adam got a big lead and it's hard to come back from it, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So, did you enjoy that, Paul, tonight?
Very good. Good to be back. Yeah, thanks for having me back again.
You're very welcome. It's always good to see you. And Chris, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, loved it. Yeah, really good fun. So, thanks for having me. Well played.
Oh, these are all good sports. Because you're all good players. You see, so if you turn up on the wrong night, you could get a tanking from each other. So it's one of those. You are taking that chance. You're staking your reputation. So we do appreciate it for our entertainment. That's it's very good. So, Martin, how did you get on in that game?
I think I did better in that game overall.
Did you? Oh, the pressure's off. You see now, you can just sit back now, can't you, and play your words. So, yeah, it's a game. You don't want pressure in this game. You see, you want to be thinking nice and clearly, don't you? So it's how you handle the pressure. So, Stephen, what did the chat make of it?
Yeah, they're happy that Chris got the conundrum and got the moral victory again.
Yeah, Nixon was impressive, wasn't he? But Mr. Nixon was impressive.
Yeah, and I've had a look at specifically how many people who get the conundrum win the game this series. It's 17 out of 31. It's only 55%. So you're almost better off not solving the conundrum if you want to win.
Well, yeah, maybe you see if you're leading, you don't care. See,
that was my strategy, yeah.
Yeah, you just like, I don't care. Let him have it. I don't care.
Yeah, the closest we've been for anything like that was Series 2. The person who scored the most in the numbers rounds only won 55% of the games.
Let me try and think who that was.
Well, it's overall in Series 2.
I know. I'm just trying to think who that was.
There isn't a specific person.
Oh, sorry. Right.
So 38 people scored more than their opponents on the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Only 21 of them won the game.
Okay. Usually you'd think if you win most of your numbers games, you have a good chance of winning the game.
Yeah, but in that series, the people who won the letters rounds won the game 95% of the time. So,
right. Say Rob. Rob is probably skewing averages here, wasn't he? He hoovered up as many points as he could.
Yeah.
Really, he got ridiculous. What did he get for his 4 games? 520 odd or something.
Oh yeah, that was a series where he dropped more points from numbers rounds than from letters rounds.
Yeah. But he didn't miss much at all. No, he didn't.
Well, I say he dropped more points from numbers rounds, he dropped about as many as I did. Like 6 points or something ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's I've said this before, but I mean, you look at Elliot Meller's Octo run, he dropped 27 points over 8 games. He got 1061 out of 1088. And like sometimes by round 4, I've dropped 27 points. Of the first game, really. You're like, that's all it takes, It just shows you the concentration that it takes to keep getting the max, But, right, what are we, 25 to 10? So, I'm a lot happier now, guys. So thank you for cheering me up. I had a horrible day, but it's been a lovely evening. So, very, very grateful to that. Thank you very much. Chris, you enjoy that?
Yeah, good fun. Thank
Good
you.
man. We'll see you at a co-event soon, will we?
Hopefully, yeah. There's one in Liverpool for sure. So
well, put pressure on Andy. I think he was talking about doing it. So yeah, put pressure on him to. You know Andy, don't you?
I know of him. I don't think I've met him, to be fair.
Do you know? All right.
I've never really been massively involved in the community. I've obviously been on Apterus and so on. As one co-event, obviously. So yeah.
He was talking about doing it. I think he was talking about doing Liverpool. So I'll probably go to Manchester as well. Should be nice, handy flight. Paul, are you looking at any co-events?
Maybe is there one in London? So
when is that?
Next April.
May or June. I think May. I'm sure George Armstrong in chat will know the exact date, but I think it's colon in May.
Colon. That was a meme or something. It was like, no, I won't say it because it's just rude. But anyway. Okay, we'll leave it there. So guys, thanks very much for that tonight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, give us a like tonight. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you all on Tuesday for more ZoomDown. So till then, have a good weekend. Take it easy. Good night.